Hello YouTube, it's Alan. So this is just going to be a brief update to tell anybody who may be interested or wondering whether I have updates to my lower surgery journey, that it's no longer really a journey at this point in time. I am not considering or pursuing a hysterectomy or any kind of other lower surgery right now. It's possible that I might in the future. I've learned to never say never, but I'm not doing that currently. So the way it happened was I was pretty close to scheduling a hysterectomy with a local surgeon, but I kept having this back and forth communication with the office manager through email to try to schedule it because they had a bunch of scheduling limitations with the doctor and the hospital, and I had limitations because I'm a student, and so only certain, certain small stretches of time in the next few months would work for me. And I had been hoping to get it over spring break, but that did not work out for their scheduling. So that made me stressed out, and I noticed that every time I would get an email from their office, even if it was just totally mundane and some comment about a scheduling issue or them telling me possible dates, my stress level would just go through the roof. I would have this big stress reaction, like like my heart beating faster and stuff like that. And so I just thought, maybe that's a sign that this is just too much for me right now. Sun's coming out. This is really dramatic lighting. I'll put the shades down a little. Wow, very different lighting. Okay. So, yeah, I just thought that it was stressing me out too much. And then as for, the rest of lower surgery, like a metoidioplasty or whatever, like I had gotten close. Like I had had consultations, which I told you about before, and I was communicating with Dr. Chen about scheduling a metoidioplasty, and I was going to be in touch with him this summer after supposedly getting a hysterectomy. But I'm, like I said, not pursuing that right now anymore, because part of it is just the stress and overwhelm, which was really significant, and the risk of complications, just I was not able to come to peace with that at this point in time. And then there's the whole issue that I'm not sure that I would be satisfied enough with either metoidioplasty or phalloplasty to make the whole process worth it. Like, I'm not sure that either of those would kind of make me feel better enough, basically. Like, if I could just magically have, what wording should I use? Like the male genitalia that I would have been born with had I been born a cis male, then yeah, I would totally opt for that if I could just magically get that. That would make me feel like insanely better, for sure. that I do feel that that is what I should have. But metoidioplasty and phalloplasty would not accomplish that, even though they can have very good results sometimes, depending on the situation. It's not the same, and I know that a lot of people, a lot of trans guys are super happy with their results, and that's wonderful. I'm very happy for them. But what with my high stress levels and high like sensitivity to stress or whatever, and I'm just not up for it, at least not at this point in time. I just feel, to be a little more specific, I feel like, although I like that metoidioplasty is sort of more natural, I don't need to use quotes, it is more natural because you do have your own phallus, although it's small, and you don't need an erectile device. I just have this nagging feeling that I might just have a lot of dysphoria about the size and the appearance of it overall, because of the size. So, yeah. And then with phalloplasty, I mean, I don't want to go into a whole explanation because I've already done that in a previous video, but I just felt like I don't want to pursue that option, even though I don't feel good about the size result of metoidioplasty, because it's just such a huge ordeal to undergo, and I'm not sure how I would deal with that mentally or emotionally. And then stuff like, even if everything does go great and you get the erectile device and it's great, like even years down the line, you can have the erectile device sort of become detached or erode, like start poking through your skin, or just need replacement for whatever reason. And I don't see myself dealing with that very well. I think I would just get hugely stressed out to a point where it would be detrimental to my quality of life. And then there's other stuff too about phalloplasty, but I think I already talked about that in a previous video. So basically what it comes down to is my stress was just getting too high, and I don't feel that at this point in time the surgeries would fulfill enough of my needs for that to outweigh the huge stress. So yeah, so not pursuing it. But a few months ago I did create a written blog online that includes all details about my consultations with Dr. Safer and Dr. Chen. And I did write a couple entries just about my feelings in general. So I'm not really going to be updating that, at least not in the near future, for obvious reasons. But if you're interested in seeing that information, I'll put the link to it in the video description below. And yeah, I guess just a couple other thoughts about this whole issue before I go. So yeah, I think that I can get by okay with what I currently have down there. I mean, yeah, it does distress me. It does make me feel uncomfortable a lot. So it's certainly not ideal, but at least it functions properly, and I have full sensation, and so I would just be too scared to lose that. And all trans guys are different, and there are some trans guys who are so uncomfortable with the parts that they were born with that they like kind of can't have like physical intimacy with another person, like with a partner. But although there is psychologically uncomfortable psychological uncomfortableness for me, I am actually able to have like full intimacy with a partner if well, like I only pick partners that make me feel good about myself and who genuinely are into me. So I am able to have such partnerships. So make it work through various means. So I can survive. I can get by, and yeah. And then also, I would say, I guess I am ambivalent and hesitant about the prospect of getting rid of certain avenues of sensation. For instance, getting a vaginectomy, because like as I said, it's not my first choice to have what I have, but like the but I don't want to have less opportunity for sensation either. Like that would be really sad if I ended up with trouble getting off or something. So yeah. All right, well, I guess that kind of sums it up. Um so anyway, thank you for watching. I hope all you viewers are doing well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.